So this time around, they'll be notified that we're going green next time. Kai Blight, the West Australian champion, and Nino Mendez on row number 1. Barry Rose on row number 2 with the Australian champion, Kyle Sayer. Row 3, Drew Ogle in 13, 41, Ricky Nuccini. Row 4, the 86 of Wayne Leviston and 31 of Kane McDermott. Row number 5 is the 4 of Mitch Colleen and the 5 of Josh Fraser. Row 6, the 26 of Robbie Treneman, and the 98 car beside him to start out of position number 12 is Jaden Morn. Row number 7 is the 8 of Brodie Day and the 57 of Kelsey Beard, and the 63 off the very back is Mark McDonald. There's 2 non-starters, Jamie Graham in 22 and 333 of Shane Dublin. 30 laps the journey in the final event at 10:13 local time. Can we go the distance? With the West Australian champion Kai Blight on the front row. With him is Nino Mendez. We go green. Ricky Nuccini did not go when the green lights come on, and Ricky Nuccini will be almost stone motherless last as they move out of turn number 2 the first time. It is Blight the leader. Kyle Sayer, the Australian champion, has somehow very quickly got up to second past Mendez, and in 4th place is Barry Rose as we complete the opening lap. Back then in 5th is Ogle from McDermott. That's the top half dozen. Wayne Leviston in 7th place in this marathon 30-lapper as Ricky Nuccini is spun at the back of the field. He's up against the concrete wall. Will he get the car mobile? Yes, he does. The race continues, and Kai Blight leads Kyle Sayer by a car length after 2 laps.
You get a great one as Barry Rose, Drew Gould, Kane McDermott and Wayne Leviston head up a 6-car battle with Josh Fraser and Mitch Colleen also in that one, as the top 3 try and break away from that main body. Barry Rose and Drew Ogle continue to try and do the exact same, as well as it's the 3 drivers who've been dominant so far tonight. Kai Blight, who has stepped back into a late model on boxing night, enjoying his run as West Australian champion. He won't get to defend his state title crown, but he's doing a mighty job here in Collie as he holds on with 4 down and 26 still remaining.
Sayer in 2nd place, Mendez in 3rd, a gap back to the rest of them. Drew Ogle's in that group of cars along with Barry Rose. It's Rose from Ogle, then back to McDermott. They've dropped off the pace by about 35 or 40 metres. And then back to Wayne Leviston. Brodie Day is the next car, but these 3 have cleared out and doing a great job after 5. It's Kyle Sayer doing all the harassing on Kai Blight. It's a Blight from Sayer from Mendez. Barry Rose holding off Drew Ogle. Back then to Kane McDermott, Wayne Leviston, Brodie Day as they come out of turn 4 and complete another lap. And not much separating the top 3 after 6.
That's a quite enjoyable one, in fact. They're all trying to find that same bit of real estate on the bottom side of the racetrack. This is where Nino Mendez has to think, is he got the abilities or the car to try and take an advantage on the outside of the racetrack. It is out there for someone to do. But right now, Sayer is just biding his time right behind Kai Blight. We saw Sayer use the outside of the racetrack to get by earlier on in one of the heats, Ricky Nuccini, to finish on the podium in that 3rd round of heat races. Right now, it just looks comfortable following Blight and just seeing where it goes wrong, and it's actually now Mendez, the driver, on the attack on the top side.
So 8 laps down, 22 to go. Mendez in trouble, is he, in the 11? As Kyle Sayer is all over Kai Blight. As they run down the back straight, Mendez back in the equation yet again. Nearly the length of the back straight, back to Barry Rose in 4th, and then Drew Ogle 5th. Into the main straight, 9 down, 21 to go. Our race leader is Kai Blight by a car length. Kyle Sayer, the Australian champion, right up behind him. Mendez 3rd. Great battle behind them as Drew Ogle tries to get under Barry Rose. That's for 4th and 5th. Behind them is McDermott. They're side by side for 4th place. Then Leviston, Colleen and Josh Fraser as we complete 10.
So it means we're a 1/3 of the way through this one, as Drew Ogle got very racy with Barry Rose, who actually may lose 2 positions out of this one as McDermott is right behind him. So a battle for the lead, a battle for fourth, and also now a battle for seventh place as Levingston, who recently has just come back to life and finding resurgence in these production sedans. See, tries and runs away from Josh Fraser, who's got some troubles with car number 5. He shuts the car down very quickly, and Mitch Colline, who's the current series leader of the Southwest Sedan Championship, who's had a terrible night tonight on his retrospect, is finally able to get by Fraser. So Fraser limps across as we complete lap number 13 this time round, and we got lap traffic to play Jason Crow.
We certainly have. Mark McDonald's the next of those. The officials will be watching Josh Fraser, who's circulating at the top of the racetrack. We're nearly at the halfway mark, and there's a car length between first and second, second and third. Josh Fraser trying to get off the racetrack, and does after 13 laps. He's gone as our race leader comes into the main straight. The lap car got out of the way, so Blight leads from Sayer and Mendez, 14 down, and back in fourth place it's Ogle from Rose from McDermott. Then back in seventh place is Wayne Leviston. Behind them is Mitch Colline, Jaden Bourne and Robbie Treneman in the top 10. It's an absolute barn burner for the top 3. Blight still in front as we complete another lap from Sayer and Mendez.
12-car freight train for your race lead at the moment, as we've already got one car a lap down. That was Mark McDonald. But they're all just chasing that same bit of dirt on the inside, as we've said time and time again. No one is ready trying to risk that top side, or maybe as Sayer just drifts a little bit wide. Mendez dropped level with Kyle Sayer. There was contact between the two. Maybe that's a hurry up that Sayer needed, because he's right on the left rear quarter panel of Kyle Blight. Sayer, Mendez, right ahead of them. His lap traffic is going to get very interesting, because all three of them as well are battling for position. Another lap ticks by. We're halfway home, and Blight is doing everything possible to hold on.
We've done 17, we've got 13 to go. It's Kai Blight out in front by a car length, as he has been for the last 10 laps, over Kyle Sayer and Nino Mendez in a titanic struggle between these three. Into the main straight, Sayer looked out to the outside of the one car. That move was negated by Kai Blight. 18 down and 12 to go. Lap scorers are getting wrist cramp next door. And so, God, we've only got one retiree out of this race, which has gone the distance. Out of turn 4, 19 laps down, 11 to go, and our race leader is Kai Blight by a car length, still over Kyle Sayer.
And it's definitely starting to wag. 19 completed at the moment, and the car may be starting to get wary. The gap between Blight and that infield curbing gets wider and wider, and now Sayer's decided it's time to try the top side of the racetrack. Will he draw level with Blight? No, he won't, but there was contact. 10 laps the remaining. Mendez is right there. He's now onto the inside of Kyle Sayer, and they've definitely closed the gap. Ricky Nuccini just ahead of them. So too is Kelsey Beard. This is going to be an absolute humdinger. 9 to go.
9 laps to go. They've got to get past 3 lap cars here. Blight, Sayer and Mendez with 9 laps remaining. And the other cars, Ricky Nuccini's trying to pass Kelsey Beard. There's nothing separating. They've gone inside, outside, and Mendez has gone from third to first. He's gone from third to first and takes the race lead. Sayer goes back to second place, and Blight's gone from third to first in the blink of an eye. Mendez went the extreme outside and took the lead with 8 to go. They're up behind Ricky Nuccini, who's the next car to be passed. So Mendez, at this point in juncture, a lap ago, took the lead. Leads down the back straight by 2 car lengths. Sayer in second place and Blight in third. And there's a long gap back in fourth place to Drew Ogle with 7 remaining.
How did that all happen? Usually you want to be that driver in second place, but Sayer wanted the inside of Blight so bad he was committed to it. Mendez just watched it all transpire, and now Sayer and Mendez, they've got a lap car in between them as Ricky Nuccini splits Sayer and Kai Blight. 6 to go. Sayer's right on the back bumper. Brody Day just ahead of them. The tail's definitely working. Overtime on Nino Mendez. Here comes Sayer. Drag race down the back straight. Sayer's got the lead. Sayer, oh, there's a bumper that's come off as well. 5 laps remaining. There's a bumper on the track. And it's off of Sayer's car. Yellows are on.
Oh, we got a spin. It's down in turn number 1.
Jaden Morn has spun so too. It's Mark McDonald. 25 laps.
That was exciting.
How about that, Collie? Wow.
What a move on the back straight there. The three of them in lap traffic.
We go back a lap.
We do. Stand by. Who will be the leader?
Who's going to be the leader?
Car 11 will be the leader by a car length over 1 and 1.
What a feature race.
Six-lap restart. 6 to go in what has turned out to be a barn burner, and they don't have lap traffic now to negotiate. Ian Crow's getting confident. He's wrapping up the passing flag. Mendez leads from a pair of ones. Kyle Sayer and Kai Blight. The lead 3 cars have all led at some point. We still have just 1 car out of the race. So it will be Mendez from Sayer, from Blight, from Drew Ogle, from Barry Rose, from Kane McDermott, from Wayne Leviston, Mitch Colleen, Rob Trineman 9th, Brody Day 10th, Jaden Morn is next, Ricky Newcheney, you got a horror start, is 12th, Kelsey Beard and Mark McDonald. Cars from Jaden Morn backwards, I think are a lap down. But that is the race order, half a dozen laps to go, 6 remain. And all of a sudden, there's a big crowd over on the back straight watching the concluding stages of this one. Amazingly, a few weeks ago, we called a race here where only 4 finished out of a massive field that started the night. Tonight, it's completely the opposite. As we go green, Mendez, Sayer, and back in 3rd place, it is Kai Blight. Behind them is Drew Ogle. And in 5th place, it is Barry Rose. Mitch Colleen makes a big move up on the outside as Sayer has hit the front. Mendez has gone back to 2nd place. There's a move on the outside coming from Drew Ogle. Here comes Kai Blight on the inside. Mendez has been spat out on this restart and has gone back to 4th, maybe 5th place. He has. Barry Rose has gone into 4th. Mitch Colleen's in trouble. And another car's hit him, that's Jaden Morn. And it's turned from chocolates to boiled lollies in the concluding stages. The front end of that car has collapsed from our vantage point. And Jaden Morn has collected him as well. And we've gone yellow. So we went so long without a stoppage. And now we've had 2 in a lap. So 3 cars out on lap 25. Mendez, the 98 of Jaden Morn, and the 4 of Mitch Colleen. Track clear, yellow lights flashing, we'll go green next time around. I'll just confirm, I'm pretty sure it's 5 to go. Five laps remaining. One from a former one. The Australian champion from the state champion to a former state champion and a former state champion in the first 4. Sayer, Blight, Ogle, Rose, McDermott, Leviston and Treneman as we go green with 5 laps remaining into the main straight. Around the cone they come and Kai Blight immediately tries to go to the inside. Sayer was able to cover that one off. Back in 3rd place, Drew Ogle. Will Ogle go underneath of Sayer? Yes, he does. It's a drag race down the back straight and Drew Ogle goes into 2nd place with 4 laps to go this time around. And can the former champion catch the national champion?
You can't throw him out just yet. A two-time former production champion and a former junior Sedan state champion gets by Blight. Blight fights back on the inside and retakes the bridesmaid position. This is all happening and allowing Kyle Sayer to move away. Blight got a mighty run off of turn number 2. And now here comes Rose. Here comes McDiarmid as well. Challenge for the final spot. 2 to go.
As they move down the main straight, 2 remaining. Our race leader is that of Kyle Sayer. Well, there's been no thumbs up downstairs, so it might be 3 to go. As they move down the back straight, as another one retires. Oh no, he's coming back out, is Mark McDonald. 2 to go, Sayer leads. Back to Blight in second place. Back in third place, Ogle from Rose. Then McDermott is next. And then Wayne Leviston, Robbie Treneman, Brodie Day. I'm not sure if Robbie Treneman and Brodie Day are on the same laps, but the white flag is coming out. There's 1 to go, and our race leader comes into the main straight. Kyle Sayer gets the white flag. Second place is Kai Blight. Back to Ogle in third. Rose is next, then McDermott and Wayne Leviston as they go down into turn number 1 and 2 for the final time. Our race leader comes out of turn number 4. Put your hands together, ladies and gentlemen. The national champion takes the win. A1 first home, Kyle Sayer in a ripper feature race. The West Australian champion is next. Drew Ogle is third. Barry Rose is next. Then Kane McDermott, Wayne Leviston. And that is the way they finished. Put your hands together for the Australian champion. He prevailed in the end. Kyle Sayer wins the lucky last. Kai Blight in second place. Third, Drew Ogle. Barry Rose in fourth. And Kane McDermott in fifth place. Thank you for being with us, ladies and gentlemen, in 2023. That rounds out the night. It was eventful. Tow truck required on multiple occasions. There was a fire, a couple of horrendous rollovers, and ambulances on track numerous times as well. But in the end, at 10:33, it is all done and dusted. We're over for 2023. Kai Blight second. Third is Drew Ogle. And this man down here, he is our winner. The Australian champion, Kyle Sayer, wins the last event of 2023. Well done, Kyle. A great race. And he wins the production sedan main event. That takes us